Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Altcoin Era and this is your boy Ahmed, and today we're going to look at the crypto markets and what's happening. So let's begin. Fear and Greed Index is currently at 84. It's at extreme greed. We haven't seen these conditions for a long time. Ethereum's Fear and Greed Index is at 85. We are currently at extreme greed. We also haven't seen these conditions for a long time. We have the Fear and Greed chart from CoinGecko, and in 2022 it was at 94%. The fear. Neutral was 5.2% and greed was only 0.8%. Then we have 2023, where fear was 17%, neutral was 38%, and greed was 45%. And this year, right now, there is absolutely no fear. Neutral is 12%, and greed is at a whopping 88%. Normally, this is not a good sign for the market, because when we have absolutely no fear, those are one of the most epic times where we normally have a massive crash and something goes wrong. But I'm not here to be a person to give you bad news or to give you a bearish sentiment. At the moment, we are looking good for now. At the moment, some people are saying that we're overbought and we're far too greedy. The market is way too greedy and there's literally no fear on the market, which they're saying is not a healthy environment. And the green dots symbolize the extreme greed. So a range between 80 to 90 to 99 to 95, that kind of range. So as you can see here, in 2019 July, it went green. Then we had the bull market, which is green. So we stay at extreme greed for a very long time. We sometimes can go for months, weeks upon months. We can also go for overbought for weeks, months, even years. BlackRock files to purchase spot BTC ETF for its global allocation fund. Not only do they have one already there, they want to make another spot ETF, which is extremely bullish. BlackRock cannot have enough. The drawdowns, the bad news is that institutions might buy so much BTC that they might own more than 52%. And it's no longer going to be decentralized. They're going to own so much of the asset that it's no longer going to be decentralized. That's the bad thing about markets. You can buy so much of the supply and you can be the biggest shareholder of that asset. For those of you keeping tabs on the markets, the S&P 500 is at all-time new highs this week. The Nasdaq is at all-time new highs. Gold is at all-time new highs this week. And finally, Bitcoin is at all-time new highs. A fun fact I want to show you, BTC hasn't actually broken all-time new highs adjusted to inflation. According to the US inflation calendar, the cost of a single BTC today at around 67,000 at the time of writing, this was 3 days ago, would need to hit $78,905.45 to claim the same value as BTC in 2021, the year it last made a record high. I believe that Powell is ready to cut interest rates. He's going to cut it very soon. There's two things that kind of happen during interest rates. The first one is basically the markets crash once interest rates start to get cut. And the other one is markets continue to go on further. So it's going to be interesting what happens next. I believe Powell is going to start cutting maybe May, June time he's going to start cutting. Pepe leads meme coin rally as Ether nears 4K. Traders have been using meme coin tokens as a proxy bet on the growth of Ethereum and other blockchain. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like it or not, meme coins are here to stay. The world has changed, and because of social media, these kind of coins are going to continue to go higher and higher. Meme coins like Pepe, Sheep and Dodge have surged as much as 26% in the past 24 hours due to a spillover effect from the growth of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Traders have been using meme coins as a proxy bet on Ethereum's growth since late February, and the bullish demand for ETH has been increasing since mid-January due to expectations of a spot ETF approval in the US. Groundhog Day for BTC, unfortunately. Every time it gets to 70k, it keeps getting nuked and it goes down to like 67,000. Keeps doing that time and time again. Someone doesn't want it to go above 70,000. BTC's latest attempt at all-time high met with a large selling pressure on exchanges on Friday, capping the rally beyond 70,000. Leverages are being liquidated, and today on Tuesday 1.2 billion was wiped out. Guys and girls, 3 things never to play around with: liquor, leverage and ladies. Bitcoin is doing the same thing that it done last cycle. It's just deja vu all over again for BTC, who for the second time this week barely had a few seconds to celebrate a surge of an all-time new high before prices quickly reversed sharply lower. We made all-time new highs, ladies and gentlemen, but the dominance, as you can see here, the dominance is getting weaker and weaker. BTC dominance is going to head back down and it's going to bleed against alts. As you can see, this is the MACD, this is the Bitcoin dominance. Altcoin season on the left, 2016 to 2017. Then you have altcoin season 2020 to 2021 in the center of the page. And then finally you have altcoin season 2024 to 2025. As you can see here, it's going to be epic. Currently at 1.19 trillion US dollars. We're playing out the same thing as we've always played out. We've made a accumulation, then a retest, and now we are in mania growth period. This is a moment where you sit on your hands and you just watch your portfolio grow. Just sit on your hands. You might get shaken out. Please don't do that. And one more thing, take profits. People, take profits. When it goes up, just take another 10%. It goes up again, take another 10%. Goes up, take another 10%. We sell on green candles and we buy on red. If you're new to the market, then you buy value dips. You buy the dips. You keep buying the dips, and that works. We have the last bear remaining. There's not a lot of bears remaining in the market, but there are some lessons that we can learn from different people. I'm not saying anything bad about such individuals, but this is definitely a time to learn from other people. We have a person that has been a bear throughout the whole uptrend. The entire uptrend, they've been a bear and they've been shorting every single green candle. And unfortunately, this individual keeps on doing the same thing. But we must learn from other people's mistakes. BTC price targets currently at $68,189.10. It's up 0.09%. This is the weekly. Let me show you on the daily. So this is the daily chart, and what we've done is, let me get rid of all of this nonsense. So what we've managed to do is we hit this resistance, my resistance of 70,000 US dollars. Subsequently, we had some heavy selling pressure, keeps selling at these prices, and we've got to my previous resistance turned support at $68,178. As you can see here, we're just going to consolidate here, bounce on this support, and we're going to carry on going further and higher, which is definitely bullish in the space. We're going to continue the S&P, like I said before, the S&P 500 is at all-time new highs, Nasdaq all-time new highs, and gold. BTC is going to continue going up higher. I think for the immediate future, we're going to probably head back down, maybe just cool off for a little bit, but it wouldn't be anything bad in the space. If we get to 63,000 or 62,000, there wouldn't be any problems or any issues in the space. For the upside, we need to hit 60, we need to break above 70,000 US dollars, and then my next target is going to be straight to 80,000, and then within a matter of 30 to 60 days we could see 100,000 US dollars. This happens quite often when we get to all-time highs. Bitcoin normally doubles in price in 30 days once we break all-time new highs. So I can see this get to 100k in around 30 to 60 day mark period. My downside projections are 61,000, and then 59,000, and then 55,000 US dollars. So we're going to see what happens next. Let me show you on the weekly. As I mentioned before, I believe that we're going to do a similar pattern that we've done before, where we have this here. Let me show you. We just consolidate just above the all-time new highs right here, and then we make a little fake out after fake out after fake out, and then we hit that 80k mark, and then 100k mark. We are pushing up further and higher, and BTC has made literally a V-shape recovery. So we made a massive downturn, and now we're just ripping higher and higher. Ethereum price targets currently at $3,913. We're going from strength to strength. As you can see, we got to my next target, which was 4,000 US dollars, almost 4,000 US dollars. It was 9,000, and we did get to 4,000 on the Binance chart. So that's great news. We got to Binance. Okay, we got to 4,000. That's good news. That's great news. Okay, now I thought we were just going to consolidate underneath resistance, but looks like we are doing very, very well, and the upgrade is coming up very, very soon. Just blue skies. Honestly, just blue skies ahead. So this is I did say this so many times. Like I said this so many times, this is the easiest trade that you can ever find is Ethereum. This is the easiest trade. I was talking about Ethereum when it was down here. Like I was telling everyone how easy of a trade this would be, and it turned out to be the easiest trade of my life. Like the next stage is going to be 5,000, and it's just clear skies ahead, literally. And once we break all-time new highs, I think we're going to get to 8,000 easily. Oh dear. Market dominance. Look at this. Look what we have here. All-time new highs, yet we're making lower lows. Here. So it's over. It's done. It's moving sideways. It's made all-time new high, yet it's made a lower high. BTC just heading back down, and I'm going to show you something. There's a trend line. Let me show you on the weekly, maybe the monthly. Let me show you on the monthly, which is interesting to see. This is the monthly, and if I put a trend line, I think I showed you earlier, if I put a trend line from here to here, what does that give you? So we're just heading lower, and my next target is going to be altcoin season. And what I think is going to happen next is altcoin season. There you have it. And in this period right here is the most gains you will ever make in your portfolio. This is going to be the most gains ever. Liquidity will move from BTC. We moved up here, and it took us such a long time. 2 years, 3 years. It took us such a long time. And now liquidity is heading back to BTC. But the real question is, what will happen here? That's the real question. This is going to be the real question right here. Is this going to be the last altcoin season? What's going to happen? Because normally when we see patterns like this, it normally breaks up to the upside, which means maybe this is going to be the last altcoin season ever. Just think about it, because normally once we get a pattern like this, what happens is we get a pattern like this, and we move up, down, up, down, up, down, and then we break out and we go up to the upside. That means we might have the last cycle ever. There's no more cycles left. Maybe altcoins will be part of the NASDAQ and no longer correlate with BTC. Maybe altcoins will be considered as a technology stock and BTC as more as a commodity, more as gold. So it's going to be interesting how this market unfolds. Ethereum BTC on the monthly. I've been dying to talk about this. Like, I've been talking about this for such a long time, and we are so close in breaking this trend line. We're going to break this trend line, and that's it. BTC had its run. It's bleeding against alts. Alts were bleeding against BTC, but now, ladies and gentlemen, Ethereum and alts are going to outperform BTC. If you're new to the market, consider yourself very, very lucky. You've stepped in the most perfect, ideal time you can ever make. And we are making higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, and we're heading up higher. My next target is going to be breaking this trend line, and then ultimately, I think we're heading up here. So this is great news for the altcoin space and for Ethereum. The gift that keeps giving. Solana is doing exceptionally well. Sometimes it surprises me how well Solana's been doing. So I really respect the team in there, the VCs that are pumping this thing. I respect the hustle. They're really trying to beat Ethereum and beat the wider market. So they're very competitive. So congratulations to these VCs and Solana holders. Currently at $146.44. We have literally just about how much? It literally got to $150 a couple of days ago, and now we have 73% away from all-time new highs. Let me get the daily. It's going from strength to strength, and we've broken my resistance, and now we're heading to the ultimate top. Is going to be at 200. I think we need to get to 200, and I think we'll get there really quickly. Let me put a horizontal line at 200. The next target is at $200, and we've got, that's 34% onwards. We are literally at $152. So we got to $152. We couldn't break $152. We're going to head back down, retest support, and then continue going up higher and further. Now remember, we've got this trend line here. So this trend line has formed as a great base and a good form of support to continue going up higher and further, which is really bullish. I think we're heading up to $200, and I think this cycle is mimicking the Ethereum cycle. Ethereum got to $114. It got to $1,014. Sorry, it got to $1,400 in the previous cycle. So let me show you the previous cycle. It got to $1,400, and I believe we're gonna do the same thing. I think Solana is gonna head up higher and further, and it's gonna mimic the Binance cycle. Binance's all-time high was $700, and Ethereum's all-time high for that period and that bull run was $1,400. So I think Solana will be around that price range, around $700 to $1,400 at the peak of the market. Any other donut that tells you Solana is going to get to 5,000, 8,000, 10,000 is selling you a dream, and he wants you to be exit liquidity. He wants you to hold his bags. XRP currently at 62 cents. It's making higher highs and higher lows, guys. So it's very bullish. Let me draw a trend line from here to here, and I'll show you. It's literally making higher highs with higher lows. So I did save my charts earlier, but I'm just gonna do it off the cuff right now. So as you can see, we're making a massive pattern here. So from here to here, if I calculate where it could possibly go during the breakout, we can get to $10. $10 for XRP. We're making higher highs with higher lows, and we're just waiting for this breakout. Once that happens, it's mania, and I could see XRP performing relatively well, but it is struggling compared to all the other cryptocurrencies. ADA price targets currently at 73 cents, and right now we have passed all my trend lines. I want it to get to my medium to long term target, which is $1.20. This was the period where we had a lot of movement, so there's going to be a lot of resistance at this mark. We definitely done a big reversal pattern, which was a double bottom. Double bottoms are the best reversal patterns that you can ever find in any chart and any asset. If you see a double bottom like this is ideal with increase of volume. This is incredible. I think ultimately we can get to a target. I think ADA could possibly get to $20, around $20 we can get to. So we'll see where it goes. It can get between $10 to $20, but we'll see what happens next. It's literally mimicking what it done here. So as you can see, let's look at the bigger time frames and let's zoom out. So it's literally mimicking what it done here. We had the COVID crash and we crashed, and then we came back up and made a new high. So maybe we're going to consolidate a little bit more, maybe scare the people a bit more, and then head up higher and further. Bear in mind, I don't hold any AVAX. AVAX, I really love the coin. I really love the coin. I really like it, but I don't really hold it. I hold other coins within the AVAX ecosystem because I believe the risk to reward will be far better for me personally. But anyone that holds AVAX, congratulations. AVAX is incredible. I love the UI, the UX is incredible. We have 185%. We're 185% away from the all-time new highs. I think it can get there. It can really get there. And so far, we've gone up a whopping 400%. We've gone up 4x, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great value chain, and it's doing really well. It's going from strength to strength. Dogecoin, currently at 16 cents. This is the time when Dogecoin shines. For the rest of the year, it's very quiet, but there's one moment when it does very well. And because of the power of social media, via TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all of these devices, it's enabled meme coins to go parabolic. And then what happens is coins like Dogecoin go higher and further. I think Dogecoin is definitely going to get to $1, 110%. I think it's definitely getting there. It was almost there. It was at 75 cents. I bought some Dogecoin and it went parabolic. We made huge gains, and Dogecoin in the space was like nothing. It was like it was a meme coin. No one held it. Not a lot of people held it, and then it became a big thing, and now it's continuing to be a massive thing because of social media. Thank social media for all of these massive pumps. The world has changed, and we're getting to $1. If you like it or not, we're getting to $1. So you better jump on this train, and if you don't hate on the Dogecoin holders. Don't hate on them. Yes, Dogecoin doesn't have any fundamentals. It doesn't do anything. Literally just does nothing. It has no utility. Matter of fact, has more inflation than anything else. It's probably worse than fiat currency. But people just love the meme. On a more serious note, we have Polkadot. This is a serious project. Really serious project. People don't talk about this. Excellent project with great fundamentals, but price action hasn't been the best for Polkadot. It's currently at $10.80. Let me show you on the weekly chart. Actually, let me show you on the monthly chart. So this is the monthly chart right here. This is on Coinbase. So we have from the absolute bottom to the absolute top, we've made 218% gains, which was 2x. We're currently away from all-time new highs. How much? 400% away from all-time new highs. This is definitely a steal and should be on everyone's portfolio. This is definitely a great project to buy, and it's going to be here for a very, very long time. Fun fact is Polkadot is actually a commodity. There are two cryptocurrencies that are considered a commodity, and one of them is Polkadot. Polkadot doesn't need to have an ETF. It's already decentralized. Dr. Gavin has completely broken down the foundation, and it's completely decentralized. It's gone. There's no one running the team. There's no more improvements to the code. And then we have Chainlink. Price targets currently at $20.21. Chainlink is doing remarkably well. We are 161% away from the all-time new highs. It's really, really doing well. We've already gone up a whopping 270%. It's doing really, really well, and we've consolidated for a while during this period, and now we're heading up higher and further. I can see great things for Chainlink. Absolutely great fundamentals, amazing product. This is definitely, in my personal opinion, a blue chip coin. Definitely should be buying Chainlink. It's a great buy, great steal. And ultimately, my next target is the previous all-time high, which is $54. Like you all know, we're at the cusp of altcoin season. And finally, we have mint layer road to 10x. I'm joking. Road to 1000x. This happens, unfortunately. Sometimes these kind of things happen, and it doesn't go to plan. This is part of investing, and what we do is we continue to buy more. This is a time of accumulation, and we continue to buy more. We have to have patience in this game. Nothing goes up in a straight line, and nothing goes down in a straight line. So my next target is going to be, like it or not, I'm sorry to say this, my next target is going to be at 44 cents. If that doesn't hold, then my next target is at 41 cents. And then ultimately, my last target, if we do not hold and the buyers don't step back in, my next target is at 35 cents. Hopefully none of that happens and buyers step back into the market. I want to see a close above this line, which is 53.352. I want to see a close above that line, and then after that we can go back up, and hopefully this is just all a fake out. And then after that, I want it to go back up, and I want it to attack the 67 mark, and then break above 76 cents, and then 87, and then $1 mark. For now, it's at 50 cents, which is looking pivotal. People, don't panic. Just buy more. If you don't have anything to buy, just sit on your hands, relax. Let the whales do their manipulation, and don't get scared out. This is right on the cusp of altcoin season. Yes, mint layer is bleeding against BTC. This happens. BTC is going on an all-time run. Let it do its thing. Mint layer is going to slowly get back up, and we're going to go higher than you ever anticipated. This happens. Part and parcel of the game. That's it for now. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button, and wherever you are in the world, good morning, good evening, good night. Peace.